Hi everyone, I'm Cinderay9. Welcome back to Let's Play Last Stream. So I may have went a bit overboard on the leveling. I just really got into a groove and just kept fighting, and all of a sudden, wait, you're already level 6? Okay, maybe I should stop. And maybe I shouldn't. And it dawned on me, I'm playing on hard. I don't know how I forgot this fact, but I did, and so it may all end up being okay. So you see, we got a lot of SP to spend, also AP to spend, and I got some new equipment, short sword, leather shield, copper gauntlets. These will give a boost of attack power, so I bought those. The shield, more defense. You know, we went over these in the shop. Dagger, the leather cloaks, also copper gauntlets, leather cloak for everybody else, leather shoes, that way they have more agility, so they could go before the enemy, and other leather cloaks. Now it's really expensive, so yeah, I couldn't buy everything I wanted. There's still a lot of gear there to buy, so we may have to come back and buy some of that stuff. Right now we're going to learn some skills. Going to learn Gem Rat, which opens up quite a few options. I'm probably going to grab Advanced Combat, the attack and accuracy, although Nimbleness is also tempting. But I'm probably going to get Advanced Combat next. For Sully, like I said, we're going to grab the Healing Steel, just because I think it's cool, it's different. It may not be the best thing, honestly. The heal is kind of low. I mean, it's really not that much HP, but I don't know. I just think it's really cool. We're gonna save Nat's SP, but she's bought a couple of things already. Well, something in particular. Heal 1 heals 30 HP for the entire party. Now let's go over some of the other things she can learn now that she's got a couple of levels. Purify, cure poison for one ally. Agility, plus 30 to user. Vanish, we learned heal 1. Loosen, paralysis. Preempt 10, and then 10% for one ally. Null fire. Flash, cure blindness for the party. Silence an enemy. These unlock at level 6. Magic shelter. Magic defense plus 10, and then 10% for the entire party. That's really big, because everything else we've seen is to one ally. This is to the entire party. Cover, defense plus 10, and then 10% to the entire party. These will be really helpful, I think. Lucidity, cures confusion for one ally. Null thunder, elemental resistance to thunder. Invisible, agility plus 10, and then 10% for the entire party. Cure 2, heal about 100 HP for one ally. We'll be grabbing this later, especially as our HP continues to rise like it is now. Holy Light, deal around 200 HP damage to all undead enemies. By the way, if you have a white mage and you're fighting around this area, not in the desert itself, but outside in the forest and the plains, you can run up against undead. Holy Water is great. Around 60 HP damage to all undead enemies. Plus her int stat, it was doing way more than that. It was doing about 1.5 times that. So she was hitting for about 90-95, which smokes every undead enemy here. Just be careful. If you have undead and non-undead enemies, the undead die miserably. They're gone. The enemies that aren't undead, however, get healed. So be careful with that. So that's a bigger version of Holy Water, Holy Light. Expansion, max HP plus 50% for all allies, but the current HP remains constant. So everybody could have, you know, an additional however much half their HP is in max HP. You just have to heal them back up to that point. Could still be really useful because it hits all allies. Costs 28. And that's it for Nat. For Psy, we've learned those. He can learn Thunder, Darkness, Fire, Wind, and Ice 2. Those are unlocked. It does damage to all enemies. That's great. Bullseye, 15%, 15 accuracy for one ally. Int, 10, and then 20% for one ally. Puts all enemies to sleep. Now, at level 6, he unlocks Darkness, Wind, Thunder, Fire, and Ice 3. Around 60 HP damage to all enemies. You don't have to learn these in order. The 2 versions are cheaper at 25. The 3 versions cost 35, but they do a lot more damage. So I decided to just skip over the 2s right now. I'll probably get them as we gain SP if we find like a weakness in an area. I'm gonna learn Ice 3. Well, Psy is anyway. There's also Stupefy, minus 10 int, and then minus 10% int to a single enemy. Paralyze all enemies. That could be really handy. We don't really have status effects yet that we can use. So I wonder just how useful they'll be, how effective they will be. So I'm kind of staying away from them for now and going with what I know, damage. Weaken, minus 10% defense to all allies. There's Fire 3. Very cool, you unlock those at 6. And that's that. Now let's level up real quick. I have 2 levels worth of AP to spend. So we're going to go at cost of 4, 200 HP, a bit more MP, some attack, quite a bit of defense. We're going to get some accuracy. I've been missing quite a bit in the fights, and agility and preempt. Because I'm going last and I fully expected that. Some HP, a bit of MP, some more agility. We want Sully to stay fast. Now some fun. We're going to go crit. A bit more accuracy. He's been missing as well. Defense. One more MP. And crit again. Why not? For Nat. Definitely some MP. Some int. 1 agility. I'd like Nat to stay quick. That way we can get the heals off when we need them. A little bit of magic defense. Defense. HP and more int. Why not? And lastly, Psy. Definitely more MP. Always more MP. A little defense, some magic defense so he can take hits from spells. Again, a bit of agility. I like to keep my team up to the level of the enemies. That way we go first, or especially during like boss fights, we can get something off if we need to. I think that's really important, especially for the healer. That puts the mages at the same HP. What's your agility? 10. A little bit of defense and then int. That'll work, and I'll probably start putting more points in it. There we go. Okay. I know, 10 minutes gone. Wow. Sorry. We're going to spend one of our free rests here. I've not used any of them. So we're going to use one now. We'll save. Alright, we're gonna run. Let's really get this show on the road. The enemies in the desert are still really hard, especially the small lizard. That's what you really need to watch out for, more than anything. Crit 103, nice. Because of their spells, they can cast Zap, they can cast Chill, which hits the entire party. And it can quickly wear you down, especially if you get paralyzed by the scorpion and then continuously get chilled. That can cause problems. Now, one of the characters in one of the NPCs in town talked about the mountains here. And in the mountains, there's a relic. You know, those things that we're supposedly supposed to be looking for. Huh, shock. Not that shocking. So we're gonna try to find these mountains and go into them and see if that's kind of the next place we should go. I saw like an oasis. That's interesting. And we'll know when we're wrong if the enemies are really hard. Desert mountains, beware of rock slides. That's it. I wonder if there's a town or something around here to rest at. There's a bridge. Spiders, they're not that big of a threat, honestly. Just the sheer number of them. Now, I've really not been putting points into Nat and Sai's attack, which may be a problem because they can't really do anything if they're not casting. They hit for 1. But I kind of expected that. Anyway. There's a bridge. Okay. We're going to try our hand at the mountains. And again, only an engineer can tunnel. Okay, so there's a ladder. Let's see what's in here. Very suspicious. I bet we'll find new enemies here at some point. Well, let's find out. No goblins. You can steal potions from goblins, by the way. Which is why I have 13 potions. And the steal rate was pretty good, honestly. I only failed once or twice out of the 7 or so potions I stole, so... High potion, muscle relaxer, and 100 coins. Let's check out the muscle relaxer. Cures paralysis and stun. Cool. Oh, one of the enemies dropped a tiny SP orb, which I thought was really... Or no, I stole a tiny SP orb from the ghoul? Should have wrote that down. I don't remember. Don't remember which enemy I stole from. It was from one of the enemies around that area. I don't think it was a goblin. I think it was a ghoul. So I'm kind of saving that if somebody needs to learn a skill and it's just a little bit away. I'll end up using that. Wait, now that I have 500 SP... Advanced combat. +3 attack, +2 accuracy. This will give me even more punch and also help with the whole accuracy issue. So we'll learn that. Which is also passive. So the only active skill I have is Smite. Cool. Place a mining bomb. Yes, but I don't have one. Yeah. That's interesting. That may open up a way to something. Gray bear emerged and scorpions. The gray bear looks really threatening, but we want to get rid of the scorpions first because they can cause paralysis. So there goes rid of one. See? Paralysis attack. And guard. Should have just macroed. Strengthen. Attack plus 5 and then up 10%. Glad the poison attack missed. Let's use Fire 1. Oh, it says, where it says, normally says normal. Fire 1, take 95. Gah! There's that attack buff coming into play. Yikes. Yeah, don't like you either. 2 stingers and a bear pelt. Okay, we'll have to be really careful. Cure 1. A free dagger, really? Leather helmet. So there's a dagger. Guess we'll sell it later. Leather helmet. Good, that's the upgrade. Let's see, what else is around here? There's there's 2 tunnels. That's where we came in at. Oh, hello. There's a treasure chest. And more here. 200 coins. And a potion, which we may have to use. Oh, here we go. This is the exact group I was talking about. Scorpions and small lizards. The lizards can cast Zap, which is a pretty strong one-hit attack. Hits one party member. Chill hits all party members. And it can hit around the teens. Which if everybody casts it, that can wear you down really fast. This is precisely why I bought Ice 3. Because I think they're weak to ice. I'm not sure. But I wanted a 3 spell. Hits all enemies. See, here's Zap. See, 19. 19. Ow. There's Chill. Now the mages, since we upped their magic defense, take it really well. Ice 3. Bye. Go away. I know it's really expensive MP-wise. We can only do that a few times, but that battle, you can end up losing a lot of HP. We'll use a few potions. Let's sadly go all the way. Well, that's not where we entered, is it? Ah, there's a lot of places to explore here. Fire Bomb, Thunder Bomb, Ice Bomb. Deals around 50% HP damage with Thunder Element to all enemies, Fire Element, Ice Element. Remember, if you took the Engineer and you have the right skill, these will do double damage. They could really come in handy. Ah, ghouls. They can cause, they have an attack that can cause darkness, which is annoying. You know, the blind status effect. But they don't take hits really well. If you're really frightened by the numbers, you can use Holy Water and they'll all die. 25 SP, 5 bones. And the bones don't sell for much. We're really going to have to take a good look around this place, because there are a lot of ways to go. So we may have to run back to town and then come back. Hello. The chest is sealed by a mysterious power. I can't even open those yet. Huh. Maybe later. That's a shame, because those look really fancy. Oh, joy. My favorite fight. I hate this fight. I really do. It's extremely annoying. Really, all we need is everybody to guard, and then everything dies by Ice 3. There's chill. We can take half from that. Ice 3. That's a real ice spell. You do get a lot of EXP from it. And SP. And you get the 2 stingers and 3 lizard scales, which sell pretty well. They're a step up, if I remember right, from the stuff we have been getting. Yeah, let's heal everybody. There's heal 1 in action, not in battle, but you can kind of see what it can do. It appears that someone once lived here and ran a small mining operation. It seems they haven't been here for many years. The shuffled papers might be of interest. Okay, I see the papers. Recipe for quick sword, thorned armor, wise helm, blind ring, magic defense staff. Well, these sound really helpful. Let's take a look at them. There's the mid potion. Blind ring, mithril gauntlets, 10 specter lanterns, 10 frozen goo. We have none of that. Quick sword. Mix a short sword with 3 lizard scales, 3 stingers, and 1 goo. We can do that. We're gonna have to test that one out. Magic staff. Take an oak staff, 3 imp horns, and 3 goblin scales. Well, we've seen the imps. We know where we can get them. Thorned armor. Ring mail, 5 wolf pelts, 3 goblin scales, and a bone. Now, we haven't seen ring mail, but the rest we've seen. So we'll gather the ingredients and then store them. Remember, you can deposit items with the monster hunter guy, and then we can pull them out later. It's what I've done with all my goblin scales because of the mid potion. I've thrown them into the deposit. Wise helm. Mix ring helm, 3 bear pelts, 3 imp horns, and a mummy wrap. Well, we could definitely do the short sword now. I may not have the goo. I may have to go back to our first town to get the goo from slimes. But that's doable. That's all that was this way, but that was good. Like I said, we're gonna have a lot of places to search here. Yay! I hate this fight. And again, we're just gonna go Ice 3 with it. Just chill. And you see, if I wasn't guarding, you can see just how much that could hurt. Critical, you really died. 37 SP. Everybody leveled up. That's good. 5 drops. 3 stingers. 2 stingers. 3 lizard scales. Okay, let's level up real quick. I'll take a few points of magic defense. That's probably a wise idea. Some HP. Really need the MP yet. I'll buy it later if I really need it. Let's put some points in defense. Agility. Preempt and attack. For Sully, a little more HP wouldn't hurt. More MP, and I'm giving Sully more MP so we can steal more often. I know I haven't really been stealing yet. I've kind of been waiting to see if a new enemy pops up. I should try to steal from the bear. If the bear shows back up, I'll try that. A point of defense. How about a few points in magic defense for you too, buddy? Preempt and agility. For Nat, a little more HP wouldn't hurt. Some more MP, because we can go through it really fast. extra magic defense, preempt, agility, and int. And for Sai, a little more HP, magic defense. He'll be the champion of magic defense. They weren't joking about that. Preempt, agility, int, a little more MP. And I'll go heavy on the MP with him next time. More than likely, because you've seen just how fast we can go through with Ice 3. But hitting all the enemies is helpful. You know, there's no joking about that. Especially when there's 5 enemies like that. And let me tell you, personal experience while I was out grinding levels. First of all, I didn't even feel like grinding. I was really enjoying the fights. But that fight can go wrong really fast. Because I had both scorpions paralyze me and Sully. And then I had just getting pelted by Chill while I'm just trying to, one at a time, kill them off. Yeah, it's a very deadly combination that really don't underestimate it. Oh, come on. I'm not even blinded. That's why I put some points into the accuracy stat, because I think it helps with hitting. 18 SP, the bonus stinger, which will keep some and then sell the rest. Bright. This is why I bought Bright. For that. Let's see. Wonder if we can... Okay, we don't have any mining bombs. Just checking. See if it's not the same bomb. We're gonna take a look up here real quick. Wow, even more ways to go. And a broken ladder. Wow, this place is pretty big. We're probably gonna be here a little while. There's so many additional paths to explore, and we definitely want to take them. Nah, that's darkness. That's okay. She's not swinging anyway. You really should get rid of the scorpion first for the paralyzed. If you don't feel like the paralysis is a big deal in the fight, like this one, because the skeletons are easy, take out the skeletons because of the darkness status effect. Oh, she doesn't... okay. Wait. Desert Mountains Part 2, Desert Mountains Part 1. Great. Just a lot to explore. That proves my point. But because we've used so much of Sai's magic, we're gonna run from here and come back. You know, no reason to push the party. Not yet. So we'll come back. The engineer would be super helpful right here. You know, I could really see that because you'd just be able to tunnel right here and you're right back at Dry Gulch instead of having to walk all the way around like my party has to. So can't underestimate that. See, zap. That's what'll get you. It won't get the mages if you've been putting points into their magic defense. And even their basic attacks hurt a little bit. As you see, Sully took 11. You know, they don't do anything to me. Tink, heavy armor. And 3 of those are skills. But it's not that far of a walk. And honestly, if you want to, you're fearful of the battles, you can walk all the way back to this town and heal for free. That's actually what I did when I was grinding out that level and mainly getting some more SP. You can walk down there and fight the harder stuff, and then walk back up here for the free rest, and save your free rest back at Dry Gulch. Take advantage of that, because it's still here. You can rest here all you want. I'm sure they don't mind, especially after you rescued his daughter. There's that. And there's one more thing I want to check, because of something the fisherman said. You know, that fisherman up there that we just ran by. Of course there's an enemy. Well, actually, the slimes. We want the slimes. We need goo. So we'll just fight this real quick. SP. Ah, there's the goo. Good. He said this was a dock where we could talk to this person to get bait to fish with, which I'm really curious about. Huh? You've interrupted my fishing trance. Oh well. Do you want to buy some bait? Yes. Junk bait, the cheapest bait available. Slightly better than junk bait, but still inadequate. Middle of the road bait. Well, let's get the junk bait. I wonder how we fish. Do you want to fish? Yes. I wish I could use the master rod. Well, I wish I could use the better rods, but we have the old fishing pole, so junk bait. I wonder if we have to press a button or we just wait. Albacore. Fish again? Yes. Anchovy. Goldfish. No, sadly we're out of bait. Restores 1 MP for 1 ally. Good, they act as healing items too. That's cool. Restore 25 HP. 1 MP for the entire party. Whoa, hold on there. But mainly what I want to see is, one, we need these to build the better fishing pole. Remember? Thin fishing pole. 3 cod, 6 albacore, 9 catfish, 10 lizard scales, 10 stingers. But for right now, I was wondering if it wasn't a decent way to make some cash. We need to see how much these sell for. Now, we spent 10 gold for the bait. Let's see if it's worth it from that standpoint. You get 25 gold for the goldfish, 75 for the albacore, and 37 for the anchovy. So each one has made a profit. Especially with the albacore, that's a pretty big profit. And we may be able to fail and lose the bait, but this seems like a pretty decent way to make, if you're just going for cash and you don't want to do the fights, you'd like to take a break from fighting, or just to try out the fishing. Not too bad of a way to make cash. The spider carapace only sells for 12. Bones are 25. They're better than I thought. Goblin scales are 20, but we're going to use those for other things. The stingers are 35. The bear pelt's 55. And the lizard scale is 33. So, all in all, really good. Goo was what, 8. At the beginning, I think it'd be a good way to really make some cash. And it may even be worth it more if you spend the time to get the bigger rods and are able to catch better fish. So I bet that's part of it too. It's worth exploring. I'll say that. It's definitely worth exploring. I'm gonna store these actually and see what we can do with them later. So you storehouse. See, there's the goblin scales. Something that's weird. You can't like have them stack automatically. Like I can't click goblin scale and stack more. What you have to do, you have to withdraw. You have to withdraw them and then deposit them back. See, like so. So we're gonna store. We're gonna store the fish. We'll do that. We're gonna store the bear pelt. Not all the stingers. We'll store. I needed what, 3 for the sword. We'll store 6. We'll store half of the stuff. We'll store half of the lizard scales. I'll just keep the goo on me. Well, no, because I may accidentally sell it. Store that. We'll store half the bones. I don't know if I need it, but I'll store half of the spider carapace as well. And we'll sell the rest for cash. We'll sell those to him. 546, that's not bad. Sell the rusty helm and the dagger. While it would give Nat and Sai more attack power, it lowers their int, and the int is much more important to them. Sell the dagger. 50 base damage. Sells for 125, but I'd much rather use them. Jeez, time flies with this LP. I guess that'll do it for this episode. Next episode, I'll meet you in Dry Gulch, and we'll make the quick sword. And we'll mix the short sword with the lizard scales, the stingers, and the goo, which is why I stored them all. Wait a minute, lizard scales. Okay, yeah, I did store those. Good. So I'll make that, and if Sully can use it, then I'll make 2. He might be able to. We'll see. And I think that's all we'll be able to make. I haven't made mid potions yet, but... And we'll have to see how much money it costs, too, to build one. Because remember, there's that synthesized cost, sadly. Or... I don't know if I agree with the synthesized cost or not. I'll have to think about it, see how bad it gets. But the rest we don't have. We don't have the ring mail or the ring helm to make. But we'll make this quick sword. We'll see how good it is. And then we'll go back to the mountains to try again. And in between episodes, I think I'm going to go fishing. Because I really do enjoy fishing in games. I think it can be quite fun if it's done right. It can be relaxing. It's just a way to, you know, not think about everything. It can be a good relaxer. It really can. And I enjoy fishing minigames in games. And we'll see what I fish up. So the playtime, we're almost at 4 hours, but and this is one of the biggest compliments I can give the game. I don't feel like I've played 4 hours. Like, this episode's, let's check the timer, over 38 minutes long. Almost 39 minutes long. It feels like I just started. I mean, that's one of the biggest compliments I can give a game, when I can't get enough. I just want to keep playing. Doing whatever. And there's so much to this game. Now there's fishing, which we could have done earlier. I just didn't check the dock, and I should have. You know, you have that. You have this big mountain area to explore. You have the treasure thing that we really haven't been able to do yet. The whole treasure map thing. The fights, gathering materials to make your own equipment, to do the whole synthesizing thing. There's just something always to do. There's a new thing to do every time, and that's awesome. I can't put it any other way. It's just a blast to play so far. Whether it's the fighting, whether it's, you know, getting, you know, new enemies that beat you, and you're like, wow, you know, I didn't see that coming. You know, I better prepare better next time. You know, there's that. There's the fishing. There's dungeons to explore. There's your leveling up. There's the skills. What skills do you want to buy? How do you want to put your points in? There's so much, and at the same time, you don't feel daunted. And that brings me to one last point before the episode ends. If you press the button that gives you information on stuff, like, you know, potion, like this screen, remember? If you do that on the level up screen, if you're daunted by putting your own points in, you're afraid you may mess up, or you're new to RPGs, the game helps you with that too. And I believe it was Carson Mills that told me this, so thank you very much. You can have the game put the points in for you. Balanced offensive, defensive, how you want to build the character. And it'll put the points in for you. That way, if you're not really confident, and I've been known to screw up putting points in. Maybe not in an LP that I've done, but I can really screw up because I try different things. But if you're afraid of that, there it is. The game will put the points in for you, and you don't have to worry about it. And you can have fun with all the other stuff. Just very well made so far. I'm really... And we haven't even got to the bulk of the story yet. And I'm really excited for it because of the cutscenes and flashbacks. If they are flashbacks. I think they're flashbacks. But the whole cutscene thing. I mean, there's a ton. There's just so much. I'm having a blast playing the game. And so, one thing to mention, the demo's on Steam. Check it out. If you're enjoying this LP, you know I'm really enjoying this game, and you know, I think this is just going to be a blast of an LP as we go further and further. We'll see what the game has in store. So like I said, I'm going to go do some fishing. So next time, I'll meet you in Dry Gulch. We'll make the sword, and then we'll go to the mountains. Back to the mountains. So until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a lot of fun. I'm Cinder89. Remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.